Hi guys, welcome back to Chess the Matthew. So on this video, we'll play the opening of Clemenz opening. Let's start with the move h3, and here after knight f6, maybe knight c3, and after this pawn push, and I will try to take back that pawn deposit. So after capture pawn, and queen capture. And we can actually develop, or maybe bishop to b5 on this position, and I think playing d4, opening some diagonal for our dark bishop. So he castle, I think maybe c3 c3 anyway, although he can play f5 here in this position, but we can still retreat it on queen e2, and we will try to have this idea, and queen e2. Okay, he was actually preparing to play knight f4. Let's stop that idea, and queen takes. Okay, so on this position we have double bishop, and maybe we can capture that. Let's try f4. The idea is after captures, queen captures, pawn captures, there's a fixed pawn on e6 and f5, so I was actually preparing her to play f5, and what he will actually do after c4, we are preparing here. Okay, let's stop that idea, and there's a fixed pawn now on f5 and e6, so let us defend our bishop, and after g5 maybe we can play. He was actually trying to reroute his knight. Okay, we will develop. So we already completed our development. Maybe a4. Let's try a4 in this position, and tries b4. He wants some exchanges because his bishop here actually not a good one, but although it is an aggressive post, but after captures there is knight f5 or even knight d5, so we will retreat or attack his e6. So maybe he will play again knight e5 or bishop e5. Anyway, he goes that defense. We will try to attack his queen side as long as it is possible, because we want some open lines for our bishop. Actually, bishop is better than knight, but on this position it's still quite closed. So here he sacrifice a pawn. Can we allow to capture that? Okay, let's allow. Let's have some exchanges. Okay, let's do this. So we are pawn up on this position. He actually wants rook b8, and if we retreat, our g2 will drop, but we have h4 to defend our bishop, and again we have rook d7 on this position. although at that some point he's trying. Okay, let's capture that and let's have some exchanges here. And I don't know where he wants to go, maybe knight b4, but after knight d7 we have rook d7, rook d7, rook d7, and an attack both knight and pawn. So here we have a check. Okay, actually we can play the move f3 here, preparing to move e4, I mean g4, or with at some point we will play king f4 and g4. King f4, and we can now play this pawn move, because after that capture there is a mate in one actually on h5. If he didn't watch that, okay, he actually see that move, but we have this move and try to win his rook after a check. And after a knight moves to a3, let's give a first check. So he was actually forced to capture with his rook and give a check. And if we king move, we have this check and drop his rook on h5. And after capture, we have again this capture and trying to mate him now with this move. So again, he's still fighting. Okay, although he have a check, actually. Let's put our rook first on the dark square to avoid any unreasonable fork. So king move here. So we are threatening to mate him with king move and rook to c8. If we king move that way, we have fork. Okay, let's do this. Let's game. There is a fork and capture. So let's make him resign. So he actually resigned because again he lose a huge material advantage in this position, and later on it is easy to manage to mate him with the rook and bishop and king. So let's go back. The opening actually start with the Clemenz opening after h3, knight f6. Although here after this captures, exchanges, and after knight takes, queen takes, and e6, we actually managed to win some materials with some our tactics. And here after bishop b5, and later on we actually win through resignation after the move 49 moves with bishop takes b2. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and please don't forget to subscribe.